For thousands of New Mexicans, flying drones is a great hobby. The more people are breaking the rules and flying where they shouldn't, including over wildfires.
And it's a problem putting New Mexicans in danger. Four investigator Nathan O'Neill explains how some, though, are pushing for tougher penalties.
They're taking off, crowding our skies.
We had a drone come within 50 feet of us.
And sometimes putting our first responders in danger.
Near miss.
Okay.
And it was white in color.
Gotcha.
Moving all the heck around, so you might as well just put drone.
710 Golf.
Air traffic control recordings expose the growing risk pilots face all across the country.
Use caution, drone activity reported.
According to the Federal Aviation Administration, mid-air sightings of drones have shot up 91% since 2015. Nationwide, pilots reported more than 2,300 close calls last year. Here in the West, a dangerous trend is emerging. Hobbyist drone operators flying where they shouldn't, straight into the heart of raging wildfires. It's a reckless move that's crippling firefighters in the sky.
Public's at risk because we have to stop fighting the fires.
Ryan Myers works for the U.S. Forest Service. He's based in New Mexico, and when he's not on the ground, he's thousands of feet in the air, flying above massive wildfires throughout the Southwest. Part of his job is to conduct the symphony of planes, tankers, and helicopters flying above the fires and through the smoke.
Our number one priority with wildland fire management is public and firefighter safety. So when people are flying drones in the airspace where we're trying to operate with aviation resources, it's not safe. It's not safe for the crews, it's not safe for the ground resources, and it has consequences with the public as well.
It is illegal to fly a private drone anywhere near a wildfire, but last year it happened 28 times nationwide, and it's happened in New Mexico too.
We are staying on the wildfire watch. The Cajete fire seems to be burning out of control right now in the Jemez.
In 2017, a red quad chopper drone flew into restricted airspace while crews battled the Cajete fire. As a result, firefighting efforts were stopped for nearly 2 hours until it was deemed safe again.
When we move into Division Charlie.
Also in 2017, the Chacoma fire near Espanola and the Bonita fire near Taos also encountered drone interference.
If you're flying drones out there, we can't be doing our job in the air.
A point proven in 2015 as a fire raged toward a busy freeway in Southern California.
Two of the drones pursued our lead plane, one underneath, one actually flying over the top. We're talking about a situation where dozens of people could have been killed.
Halting firefighting efforts for 20 precious minutes as a wildfire torched cars and sent passengers running for their lives. Flying a drone into restricted airspace could land you a hefty fine. In fact, up to $20,000 in some cases. But the reality is, tracking down drone operators who break the rules isn't easy. The FAA tells us they currently have no open enforcement actions against New Mexico drone operators. They also looked into the Albuquerque balloon fiesta, where 40 drones were detected in restricted airspace during last year's balloon fiesta. But the agency was ultimately unable to identify any of the drone operators who broke the law.
So this is our predictive services area here.
As Ryan Myers braces for this year's fire season, he's hoping drone operators will think twice before breaking the law and putting more lives at risk.
If you're flying, we can't.
When it comes to drones, the only state law on the books here in New Mexico has to do with unwanted surveillance. But some federal lawmakers want to make it a felony for any drone operator who interferes with wildfires. That bill was introduced on Capitol Hill last summer, but so far it hasn't gained much traction. Nathan O'Neill, 4 Investigates.